All right, back we go. The market's closed. I just did a video. It didn't even take, so I got to redo this. February 2nd, market's still hot. Many small caps still moving. S&P plus 52, Dow Jones plus 475, NASDAQ plus 209. The big move today was Sava. Sava was a beast of a move. You have a stock go from like 25 to 75. Yeah, it's incredible long. Can you catch all of it? Probably not, but you can catch a huge chunk if you traded this right. So the main thing in this was, had news came out. Float's pretty good, about 32 million. This moved to 35. And then, okay, it's moving. Had a big move here. Then this red candle, touch 45, then comes down. Now, where's it come down to? Here, bounce. 40, bounce. Now, the thing you see here is if you're not real familiar with like trend lines, people thought, all right, here's the move, but it didn't break through. It has to break. And then what this turned into was, a little triangle here, little flag. You could call it a flag. You can call it a wedge, falling wedge. So what this did on the 3 minutes here, back and forth, and it hugs this 35 line now. Why 35? Because look at the pre-market high. Where'd it go? 35. So it comes back, that's support. It starts to take off, and then your 13's over your 20. Nice move here. And then look at this back here at 55. Comes down, finds support again. We're at your white line, your 20 EMA. Now you get it a 5 minute. You see this move up to 35, move up to 45, then come back, and look where it holds again on this one. It's holding at 35. There's your pre-market high. There's only a few reasons to look at lines. Like you have to look like, where's it going? Why is it here? Because that was your pre-market. And you have your 2013 EMA right here. That's great support. See, every time it touches this, and it didn't even really touch it that many times. Touch here. Look at that little hammer. Boom. Bounced up. So it did that. And then onward we go. You can draw another line this way. Draw right here. Look at this. So you have over 43.30. I'll put it on here. So look at this. Move up, back and forth. And then you have higher day break now. This comes down. You have great support because you have that 35. You have your 20 EMA here. I'm playing a $5 line on this. You can't play. Look how tight that is. It's way too tight. You'll rip through all these lines. So, that's no good. So we go here. Starts to move up. Higher day break. Pull back again. Your 13 EMA and goes to the high here. Now, it went to the high here because look at your 70 level. Look at this going back to 2070. Touch, touch, touch. Every trader's saying that. Everyone knows that. Maybe the algos even has that programmed in. Who knows? But that's where it went to 70 and it couldn't hold. So that's the big run. On the daily, you can see this building. Look at this. And then it explodes. You don't know it's going to do that. No one does. It could have been a few days. That was one day. There's strong news. So, there's the move. We come back. And it's a strong play. Look at the 10 minute. This 10 minute, my favorite thing is the 1320 EMA. People use the 9, 1320. I don't know, maybe the 15. But, look how this ran. Didn't even touch. If you buy it down here, just looking like, okay, let it prove it's going to touch or even bounce off that. That's why you use the EMAs. See right here, it didn't bounce off this. The move was over. When you go low to high, if you're buying up here, you got to say, is it going to go to 100? Could. But why do you want to buy here? It came all the way from 25 to 75 plus. So right here's my range. I tell people this in all the videos here. I say right here's about my middle. Once I'm over that, it becomes danger area. You got to be extremely careful. And then, this fell back. So that's a 10. Look at the 15. You're not even close here. It's just a straight long. All right, let me take this out. So, the reasons on this, again, you got to put things like multiple frames in your mind. This had good news, really good news. It's a top gainer. It's been moving on the daily chart. It's a relatively good float. 32 million is not super small, but it's small enough. And all traders are looking at your top probably 10 stocks. No one's looking down the list at the 50th stocks at like 5%. So they're looking at these moves. They're looking at a lot of bio too, remember. Unless, like each day, if oil's really hot, they'll look at that. But the stocks are moving most of the time too are bio. There's these small bio companies that blow floats, or that's why they're moving. It's all about, they're moving because when you have supply demand, right when it started to move, there's very little supply, and the demand, people, I'm getting in. Chat rooms are in it. I'm not even looking. I bet Warrior Trading was in this. I don't know. You probably made a ton, or maybe you lost here. I don't know. I didn't even look. But so many traders are looking at it. We're all looking at the same things. Everyone knows the 1320 EMA. We're looking at it. We all know it. So this had the big move. You can do this on the 5 minute. Do this right here. See this triangle? So once you're out of that two, you've broken out of that going to the high. You can do it this way. Align that way. There's a few ways to play it. And then look where your support is. The reason it didn't go down here because it held that pre-market high and it held the 20 EMA. And everyone's looking at the same thing. Now on the 10-minute on that, see it? It's not even close here. And the other thing I tell people, see when it touches your 35, make your when you're getting into the stock, your order, make it 35.05. Because look at the next one. 35, okay, that's still good. 35.32, you're gonna miss it. 32 cents. These are big lines here. I say anything over, you start to get over $10-15, you might even make a 25-cent line. Like on this, you could have went 35.25, you still would have missed it. But this goes up, you got to take a shot here then. But that's the move. Savo is a tremendous long. Shorts got crushed. And it's tough to short day one on a stock this positive. You just can't do it. You ever playing these little moves in and out, like 1 minute, 2 minute time frame? That's different. So, that's it on that. All right, Savo is a beast. I mean, you're still getting great action. These small caps, GME, they are all down that they cost. I might do a video later on that. NAKD, Jan, they all fell apart today. And the market really rises on stimulus hopes. We're getting a stimulus. It's just a matter of time at this point. So let's move on from that. It's just, Sava is incredible. All right, OCGN. All right, you had a move right up here. Big candle with news on this too. 210 line. And then what do you see this go straight up? Did it after that. But what's it do here? Back and forth. That's a good sign here. That's a little F pattern. And where'd your low go on this? 201. Remember? 205 play. On this, 203 play 205. And if you're going to play this line, play the 210 line. And then where this moved here was the low on this. 221. You got to play the 225 line. And then this one straight up. Now each move is different. This took from 9:30 to 10:05. What's it, like 25-30 minutes? That's all. Then once this dropped hard and that straight up move, you're out, because this was so straight up. This one from 190 to 370. And remember where you are and what kind of chart. This was like almost a $2 move. Savo is different. Sava did this. It didn't go straight up. See, this didn't go straight up on an hour. It came here and then pull back, and then you're seeing what it's doing. Maybe pull back to here and whatnot. Like, you don't know. But this wasn't a straight up move. That's why every move is different. ANVS just popped up, went sideways, and took off. APPH. Iraq, nothing there. There's HAL. This went back and forth. TTI, not good. This was not a bad long. LIZI. On this right here, what do I hit the wrong thing to note. I don't want to note. Mark this line right here. See this? Now you can play this two ways. When this goes up, I'm not playing 6 a.m. Usually I don't want to trade at 7 a.m. I mean, occasionally if it's there, if it looks good, you can do it. You got to watch the volume. Wasn't great volume. Excuse me. And then this went back and forth. Put in your 425 line. And then this broke up. And then this came back. And look where it came back to 425. Look at that wick. Little subtle thing. Little hammer candle. Very subtle. You got to notice these things. And it took off. and explode it. The other thing you can do, when you see this go down and you see this, and you see it's like, oh, that's weird. There's a big candle. Then it broke up. Now draw your line this way. If you're not even trading pre-market, then you can see this. That is a classic falling wedge. Look at this. Right here, high, low, point. And what happens on a point? Explosion up. And this is how exactly it should work. It should go here, little pullback, then take off. So that's a falling wedge. You got to know all the basic patterns. You'll see them over and over. And this was a 457 plus. It's a $3 gain. Another one only from 9 to like 11ish, a little before that. There's a nice long on LIZI. I didn't even look if there's news. I mean, there could have been news. I'm just looking at the pattern now. VTVT, ARTL. This was high to low. See this? If you're playing here, this is the move. And then you're not going to play it here after it ran that far. That's the whole point. It's where you are in the chart and at the time. And that's how it's moving. That's all it is. See, this is another one. AEZ has popped up. Came back with these spikes all over. Terrible. You don't want to trade that. Way too hard to choppy. This one up, MBRX, fade it. Here's SLS. I think I just did this in yesterday's video. I said this could get to 106. I said we can get to 7 to I think 9 or 8 plus, and look what it did. It's all because pattern recognition. You have a big move up, come down with low volume now. It's just consolidating. It didn't go straight down. So my technical analysis has been very strong. Watch these videos. CRMD. This was tough. This went up. Big wick. And then it exploded up after that. I think that's real. I don't think that's a misprint. So that's a tougher move there. Because it came so strongly through and then came back. But it didn't. See, when you do that too, it can't just go straight down there on that wick. Because the move on the EMAs are strong. It's still a line up here. It didn't turn. Like the whole pattern wasn't turning. But that's tough to recognize. It's not easy. You got to see split second and figure that out. OSS, NTN, over 475. I think I did this one too a while ago. See how this was like extending triangle really exploded? Big explosion. MWK, SGRA, BTN. Hurt my elbow. Sore. Been shoveling again today. I'm in Philadelphia. We got like 9 inches. So we had a lull, then it snowed more. And it's heavy wet snow. Now they're saying, is there another storm on the way? Ay. Got to move to Florida. Got to move somewhere. VXRT. Look at this move. Draw your line. This breaks over 16. 24. It's an $8 gain. I think I did this one too. I'm not sure on the daily. I saw this. I said the pullback. Watch for the pullback. We could get above 12 back here. That was a really good long. Trib, ALVR. It's not bad. You get moves all over the place too. You're getting early pre-market. You're getting like midday, late day. It's just weird when they want to push it. All right, so that's the analyst. So basically your top 10 is going to give you either a good long or short, or maybe a channel, maybe just sideways, but that's how it's going to work. Look for news. That's the important thing. Remember, look for news. Low float relatively. If it's a top gainer, people are going to jump in. People are in chat rooms, tons of chat rooms now, Reddit, all kinds of rooms. So there's even more day trading, and people are going to push these stocks. So, small caps has still been very hot. And it seems like they switched. They pumped oil. The oil stocks for like one day. GME, COS, NAKD, Gen. What else was there? Oh, they're all going down pretty hard today. I might do a video later. Really getting crushed. And, that's stock trading just to show you GME. This is really getting killed. I've been around trading since 2006. Like technically on the charts, I understand these charts. I knew a lot of these people are novices. They don't understand. When the stock goes all the way up to here, And then this next day, this one way up here. This one's high is like 480. Then it pulled back. This is crazy action. Look at this. Then you bounce again, and now you're gapping down. This thing's falling apart. Your stochastic, so it's going down. Yeah, it's not going to stay up there. This is so volatile. And it's like, this is playing like a penny stock. That's what crazy penny stocks will do. Even the craziest. A lot of penny stocks don't even do this. That's really weird patterns. That's up, down, then shot up, and then the next 3 days is bouncing all over. So, and look at let me see the 30-minute on this. You can draw a line right here from the high and draw it right down and look at you. You have a line here. It can't break this line. Each time the high was getting lower on GME, and it's fading. Now, where's this going to go? Could fall all the way back here. 50? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's done falling back. Or they could bounce it. They might bring it here, and then tomorrow they really rip it up again. So we'll see on that. All right, so nice recap today. Savo is a killer beast for longs. VXRT, LIZI. Some good longs there. And some good short plays if you short. So I'm sure tomorrow, rest of the week, we're going to have good action. And we'll come back probably for some more videos. So that's it. A lot of my calls have been pretty solid. If you look back at my videos. Subscribe to Mike Came in Trade. Smash the like button. Check my referral, trade ideas, and the link. Twitter, MikeFrank007. TikTok, MikeFrank. Instagram, MikeFrank98. Stock Twits, Mike Came in Trades. Hopefully this video takes. This is it. I'm going to try to load it. Peace.